sorry. My phone died. I was in the middle of filming and I was halfway through and I was on Libra. And so I'm so sorry about that, but I'm back now and my phone is plugged in. And so hopefully I'm going to try and get through the rest of this and my phone won't die again. So, uh, anyway, I'm pretty sure I know where I left off. So, like I said, we was on Libra, and we was talking about um, talent, gifts, and bringing balance back. Your talent and your gift is about bringing balance and romance into your relationships, listening and cooperation and understanding, and helping others resolve issues and make good decisions. So, being that you are all about bringing balance, you're all about, communicating with others in partnership and relationship and, just cooperation and all that stuff. Something that you'd be really good at is like something like counseling, or guiding others in some sort of like mentorship, or helping people with legal stuff. That's usually what Libras are known for. But because you have such a balanced and neutral energy when it comes to helping people, and you're also kind of can be really good at helping other people make decisions and things like that. So um helping people work through things, helping people find understanding, helping people find wisdom, something like that. You're such a good helper and such a good peace bringer that it would be really helpful to just help bring peace to other people's relationships or associations and the way people work together. You're really good at helping others work together. Sorry, trying to get a card here. So I'm pulling tarot for Libras if you're a sun, moon, or rising, or Venus. And okay, so the card that came out for Libras is wisdom. Sharing your wisdom, sharing your knowledge, and communicating that with others. Like I was just saying, you're just really good at understanding things. You're really good at finding information, weighing the decisions, and some people just need a little extra guidance, and you can be a really wonderful teacher and a really wonderful guide when helping shed light on a situation. So, yeah, and then also doing a lot of that work on your inner self as well, shedding light on that inner cave where it's about transforming your fears around, relationships and codependency and your worthiness and all that stuff, shed some light on that by using the wisdom and the knowledge that you already have and that you already know. And then an oracle card for Libras, sun, moon, or rising. What messages are coming through for Libras this time through this week? What kind of wonderful energies, messages, Spirit have? Oh. Boundaries. Yes. Working through and setting boundaries. Making sure that, because this is in your house of friends and group associations and, the people that's around you, it is very important for you right now to make sure that you secure your personal energetic boundaries and, how you show up for people and, not setting those expectations of, you like, oh, I have to show up and I have to be there for everybody else, and forgetting to take care of yourself. So set those boundaries and don't allow people to drain you and to suck you dry and, attach their negativity to you and all that codependent stuff. Being sure that, the relationships that you're in aren't, taking advantage of you and, not draining you and aren't toxic, and respect your boundaries. You respect your boundaries, and the people around you respect your boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Really working on that protection energy right now. And, protection really does help bring a good balance into your life. Brings balance into everybody's life, because, when you feel safe and when you feel protected and your boundaries are respected, and, you're all good there, you don't have the stress and the worry about not knowing, and knowing that you're protected and you're guided and your boundaries are up. So yes, this is a very good card for you. All right, so Scorpios. Hello, Scorpios. If you are a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, or Venus, then this week your self-love is going to be about giving yourself the time and space to do the self-care and healing work that is coming in for everybody right now. Not overworking yourself, and focusing on self-worth and following your heart and passion to manifest your desires, because this energy is in your 10th house, Scorpio, of career and status. And so, when it comes to self-love in like the career and status realm, it's kind of more like I was saying, not overworking yourself and focusing on your value and your self-worth and what you bring to the table, and knowing that you have that, and following your heart to be able to manifest your desires. All right? What it is that you want out of your life. Your career and your status is kind of like how you are being recognized and what you are known for, and the legacy that you're going to leave behind and all that stuff. But it's also being that you are a Scorpio and you're all about desires and, passion and all these other things. Manifest the life that you want. Manifest what you desire, okay? Use that passion and power that you have to, tap into what it is that you desire, what it is that you deserve, what it is that you're worth. Know your worth. Know that the work that you're doing will pay off, and know that you do bring value. Transforming your fears around your personal value in the workplace, and taking the lead to follow your heart, gaining success, being recognized and appreciated, and self-sabotaging behaviors and dissatisfaction in the workplace. Scorpio, you're such a hard worker. You are dedicated. You are have endurance and everything like that. And so it makes you a great worker in the job field. And you always go after what it is that you want, or, but you may have fears around going after the life that you want, fears around going after what it is that you desire, fears around, having recognition for the hard work that you do, and being appreciated in the workspace and the work kind of environment. Are you satisfied with the work that you're doing, or where it is that you work? Do you feel like you're in the right place, or are you somebody who's constantly quitting jobs and getting new jobs because you keep seeming to always run into issues with why you're not happy with where you're at, whether it be with the people that you're working with or what it is that you're doing, not being happy? It's not necessarily like always the people that you're working with. It's more like, is this really what I want to do? Am I really following my heart and doing what it is that I desire to do? Or am I just doing this job because it pays the bills? Because doing a job just because it pays the bills is fine for paying the bills. but then you're constantly just not happy and not satisfied, and no matter how hard you work and no matter how much work you do, you're just never in the right place. And so maybe the work that you do should be put towards, actually what it is that you desire, and making sure that you are in the right space. Your talent and gift that's going to help you along in your mission and your sole purpose is your determination, endurance, willpower, psychic ability, and investigative brain. You're always, kind of like the detective, seeking out the truth and the secrets and stuff like that. Magnetic and sexy energy. What I'm seeing is sort of like reporter journalism, healthcare, or finance, sort of like, you kind of like a fast-paced environment. You like to stay busy. You like to feel like, what you're doing is going to make a change, is going to impact the world, or that you can help others, because you are a water sign, and so you are naturally intuitive, naturally psychic, empathic, and caring and kind. But you can be a little, are very shielded, Scorpios, but that's only because you do protect your energy very well, sometimes too well. Protect yourself and protect your energy. But that caringness that you have, that empathy that you have, and that willingness to go after and push and drive, and that investigative skill, it sort of makes me think of someone who wants to get to the truth of the matter and provide the truth, and get the secret information. So that reporting and journalism really is coming through, or even like publishing, like writing and stuff like that. But also like the healthcare field and the finance field. You are very good with money type situations, because you do like to sit down and make sure that everything is done properly in that sense. But you have this super manifestation power, and but it really does, Scorpio, you have so much to offer, and you are such a hard worker. You should be doing what it is that you want to do, because if you was doing what you want to do, and you are doing what you want to do, or what your path is, what your purpose is, what your dreams are, then you won't have to face that dissatisfaction of always feeling like you're in the wrong place and you're not being appreciated. Your work will not go unappreciated. Your work will not go unrecognized if you was just in the right place. And so follow your heart, follow your dreams, and do the work to manifest that and to be in that. And then I feel like then you will find a lot more satisfaction in the work that you do, no matter what it is. And the card that came out for you for this week is the 8 of Fire. And what's really cool is that this lady here almost has like a phoenix rising energy to her, which is really, really synchronistic in the sense that Scorpio's higher evolution is the phoenix, the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is a moment of rebirth for you. This is a moment of being born from the ashes of all your failures of your past life, all this emotional pain and suffering, and you've put in so much, and you kind of feel like you haven't gotten there yet, but you are getting there. You are there. This is your moment to rise. This is your moment to tap into that powerful Leo, Sun, Venus energy, and draw in that golden light ray, that powerful, violet light, healing light into you. Transform yourself and become that next higher version of yourself. Manifest Tap into that manifestation power that you have, that will and that drive and that passion and that magnetic energy that you have that just can totally just change, everything in your life. And so be the phoenix and rise. All right. And then let's see what messages from my oracle, the oracle deck for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus for this week. What messages do we have for Scorpios? Messages for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Scorpios. Oh? You got the Amaria card again. Well, someone else already got this card. Where are you being called to journey to? What is your path? What is your journey? What is your purpose? What is it that you desire? Start the journey. Begin again. Being reborn. You are being called. You are being called. The world needs you right now. So show up to the healing waters. Wash away the past and begin again. Begin a new journey. Start the journey that you're meant to be on. Start the work that you're meant to be doing. Help build this that it is that you want. All right? It's funny because I see, being reborn from the flames and being born from the ashes, but then also being reborn of the water. Because you are a water sign with a lot of fire energy, which is kind of like why your energy is the way that it is. But it's almost like you are being transformed through both elements at this time. So, use the healing waters to cleanse and clear and do all that emotional work, and don't be afraid of that, because I know you're not afraid of that. You're not afraid of going deep. You're not afraid of going into those dark, depth, murky waters. Scorpios love that shit. They're just very protective of it. They don't like sharing that part of themselves right now, or in general. But right now is a time for you to sort of go in there, do that healing work, allow yourself to be vulnerable, allow yourself to truly be who you are, and then use the fires of transformation. All right. And then we have, we're moving on to Sagittarius now. Saggies. All right. So if you are a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, your self-love is going to be in how you go out and see the world. Meditate and visualize the life you want and then go after it. Read books, fantasy, adventure, philosophy, religion, self-development. All right? Because this energy is going to be in your 9th house of higher education and travel. And Sag, this is kind of in your energy. You're all about going out and adventuring into the world, so your self-love is going to be all about, giving into your sense of freedom and your need for adventure. And if you can't go out and see the big wide world for whatever that reason is, you can meditate and visualize that life that you desire or that world that you want to see, sort of like create that vision in your mind and then go after it. Because as the archer, you have the arrow pull it back, find direction, aim exactly for what it is that you want, and then go after it. You know, see that clear vision of direction and go after it. And then the reading is sort of tapping into that, your thirst for wisdom, your thirst for knowledge. So feed that and give into that. You know, the fantasy adventure feeds into your soul of freedom and adventure that you want. It takes you into the different worlds, other worlds, you know, and going after all that stuff. But then you also would love to read more things about philosophy or religion so that you can sort of get a bigger understanding of the world, a bigger understanding of purpose, a bigger understanding of why we're here and the meaning of life and spirituality and all that stuff and self-development. You know, read books to nourish your soul one way or another. You know, this is a great way to either get you out into the world through your mind space or to elevate your mind space. Sorry, my straps are really loose, so they keep falling down. And then, but you right now are transforming your fears through trusting your inner compass and facing FOMO, the fear of missing out. You know, because Sagittarius, they just, you know, because they crave adventure and they crave freedom and they, you know, they kind of have this sense of FOMO. Like, if I'm not doing all the things and I'm not going all the places, then I'm going to miss out somehow. You know, so facing your fears around that, as well as commitment and having all the answers and finding your path and purpose and having freedom. So, you know, your fears that are around, do I have all the answers, or will I ever find the answer? What is my purpose? Why am I here? What is life all about? The meaning, you know, and not being able to ever find those answers. Know that you already have the answers. Know that you already have it within you. And you just have to trust that inner compass, you know, that's guiding you in the right direction. All right. And your talent or gift that's going to help you along in your mission and your finding your purpose is going to be your optimism and enthusiasm, your wonderful sense of adventure, thirst for wisdom and knowledge, and bravery. You may find satisfaction in things like publishing, a travel agent, or a pilot, or clergy, or professor, you know, something that just, you know, allows you to not only absorb information, but to also share information. All right. And it also will allow you to sort of, like, you know, Sagittariuses love gathering wisdom, they love gathering knowledge, and they love diving deep into really philosophical, you know, topics. You know, when they get to talking, they can go deep, you know. So, you know, go deep with that. And, you know, and then like a travel agent, pilot, that's sort of tapping into how would you get that sense of adventure? How would you get that sense of freedom? And how can that help others along the way? You know, being that person on the Discovery Channel that visits all the different towns and all the different villages around the world, all the different countries and stuff, like, welcome to this sacred site and welcome to this, you know, ancient city, and welcome to the jungle, you know, like, that's Sagittarius. You know, they're just always out for adventure. So go find that adventure. Go on that spiritual pilgrimage. Go find that knowledge that you're searching for, but also know that it's already actually inside of you, and you already have done this before. You already kind of know. And so maybe you should just trust that and, you know, build that connection with the divine so that you can trust that a little bit more, connect with your higher self. And you know your purpose, you know your passion. So just trust that inner compass, like I was saying. And let's get a tarot card for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What messages are coming through for this week? What messages does Sagittarius need to know? The Hero. The card we got for Sagittarius is the Hero. You know, and that's just so amazing. You know, it's like you're literally just showing up in your highest truest form. You know, you are a fire sign. You're really being activated right now with all this energy being in your natural house and this fire energy and everything like that. And it's like calling you in. It's like saying, hey, be the hero in the story. You know, the hero goes on these big epic adventures. They're the ones that are like, you know, when you're watching all those adventure movies, the hero is the one that, you know, goes through all the battles and goes to all the places and fights all the monsters and fights all the bad guys, you know, and he, you know, maybe the hero has a big sword or a bow and arrow, you know, and they just become the hero because they save everybody else, you know. You're like a defender, you're like a protector, you know, you're here not for yourself but for others as well. And so doing the work but for in service to save humanity, you know, to save the ones that you love and to find victory in the story, in your story. Write your own story. Be the hero of the journey. Remember the hero's journey of the tarot, you know? You are on the hero's journey right now. You're through a big, you know, transformative period. Let's get an oracle card for Sagittarius. What messages are coming through for this week? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Messages that are coming through for Spirit. Protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Call the power back to yourself. All right? You give too much and people or, you know, has just latched onto you. You've lost yourself. That soul retrieval, it's almost like, you know, you've lost a part of yourself. Call that part of yourself back. Like I was saying, that inner compass, that piece of you that is part of your soul that you may feel like you can't find or that you've lost. You know, call that back to yourself to help guide you so that you know where you're going and you can be on the mission so you can stand in that hero path. And cutting cords and calling back your power that people have latched on and is sucking away. You know, the hero has enemies. Not everybody has your best intentions in heart, you know, and you need to open your eyes and see who they are and say no more. I'm done with the bullshit. You can't just take my energy away from me whenever you want. You can't just suck my energy. This is my power. This is my strength. Set those boundaries. Cut those cords. Call your energy back to yourself and stand in your power. Be the hero of your own story. All right? All right, so we're moving on to Capricorn. I'm sorry if I'm going through it just a little fast. I don't want, my phone is plugged in, but hopefully it doesn't die again. That's why I have a part 2. So I'm just trying to get through these last few here, especially since I was already almost 2 hours on the last video. So I don't want another 2-hour video. All right, so Capricorn. If you are a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, this energy that is coming in this week is going to be in your 8th house of joint resources and other people's money. So your self-love is going to be about investing in yourself. You know, when I think of joint resources and stuff like that, I think of, you know, loans, debt, investments, and, you know, things like that. And, you know, maybe it's time for you to invest in yourself. Invest your time and energy into you. Build a legacy around how you want to be remembered. Build your legacy not around money. I mean, you want to build financial legacy, yes. You know, you want to have a good, solid financial legacy, security, to be able to, you know, stand up for all the hard work that you've put in, for all that dedication, all that hard work, all that, you know, climbing the mountain that you do to get to the top, that the goat does, you know. But you also want to be remembered for your character, for who you are. People don't always remember the work that you did. Sometimes they just remember what kind of person you was. So work on that part of yourself too this week. Work on that part of you. The softer side of you, the inner part of you. You know, your character. Your quality that you bring to people's life, you know. So love yourself and do that kind of self-care work, and shift your mindset around, oh, sorry, I dropped the card. And shifting your mindset, doing that mindset work when it comes to success and wealth versus poverty and loss. You know, because we all make, you know, you may not have always made the right decision when it comes to what to do with your money. Maybe you have, but we've all kind of, I feel like we've all sort of maybe not have gotten back the kind of return that we was expecting, or have lost things. So, you know, maybe there's some mindset work that has to go in around realizing what real prosperity and abundance actually is, and how to build that legacy. And, you know, transforming your fears around, you know, poverty and loss, letting go of past failures, asking for help, and relying on other people, you know, because this is also not just, you know, debt, loans, and investments, but it's also other people's money. So this can be your partner, you know, and your partner's earning potential. But also, so like if you're transforming your fears around that, maybe you have fears around asking for help, or can you trust and rely on people to help you if you need help, you know, in that world. So it also, you know, taking risks, you know, maybe you're afraid to take risks. Maybe you're afraid of whether or not you have security, or, you know, fears around your own, you know, earning potential as well. And what are you going to build out of everything? So that's where all your fears lie, and that's where all your self-love is laying now. And I would, like I said, just take some time to just nurture yourself, invest in yourself, and realizing that when you pour into your own cup, that, you know, you're going to maximize your return in yourself, you know. So that's where your self-love is at. And your talent and gifts is your ambition, your hard work, persistence, and dedication that allows you to climb the mountain. All right, you are the GOAT. All right, greatest of all time. And that is your gift. That is your talent. It's your ability to climb the mountain and rise to the top. All right, and it's also inspiring. You inspire others through your ability to climb the mountain, because if you didn't do it, then people would think that it's impossible to do. You know, you show people that it is possible to climb the mountain, and you do it well. You know, you don't give up. You are that somebody that everybody looks up to and everybody wishes that they could be, and you are a great example. You are a great example of what happens when you put all the work in. You know, to just be like, man, I wish I could be like that. I wish I could be the boss. You know, when I like Eminem, okay, I'm not sure if Eminem is a Capricorn or not. I would have to look it up. But, you know, Eminem is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. He is the greatest rapper of all time. And it's like, he even wrote a song called I Am the GOAT, or the GOAT, or GOAT, whatever. I can't remember the exact, but we all know that song, and he is the GOAT. You know, but how many people has he inspired? You know, just by being like, I'm going to beat him one of these days. He may be rap god. He may be the greatest of all time, but I'm going to knock him down. I'm going to knock him down, and I'm going to be the next best one. You know, it's through his victory, and it's through his, you know, success and his achievement that inspires others to attain the same level of achievement or better. And so you are that GOAT. You show people that, hey, you can climb this mountain and beat me if you dare. All right? So that's your special talent and gift. And then for you, we have 5 of air energy. It's sort of like she's blindfolded and she's holding a mask here, and she has this dragonfly spirit. It's sort of like, you know, you follow your guidance, and, you know, take off the fake face. You know, taking off the mask. Maybe you feel very guarded, and you feel very protected. You feel very shielded. You tend to be very protected. You know, Capricorns aren't always the most sensitive when it comes to other people's feelings. They aren't the most vulnerable. They do tend to put up a wall. They do tend to put on a bit of a mask, you know, in the sense of like, I have to show up and be my best self all the time. I can't let my guard down. I can't let this mask down. I can't let my walls down, because I have to be the best all the time, you know. But that is an illusion, you know. So you may be guided to sort of work through that and past that illusion, so that you can show up in your truest, as your more authentic self. You know, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to take off the mask and show who you truly are. You know, you still are the GOAT. You still are at the top of the mountain. You still can do whatever the heck you want to do, but maybe try and do it in a little bit more authentic way, and not be afraid to let others see your true inner self, your softer self. . And then I'll pull an oracle for Capricorn for this coming week. What messages do we have for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, or Rising Venus. Oh. This one flew out. The answer is yes. If you was questioning anything, the answer is yes. I love this card. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, you will achieve. Yes, you will climb the mountain. Yes, all your goals. Yes, everything is coming to you, you know. And, you know, just confirming what I'm saying is yes. So if this resonates with you, know that it's for you. And if you have had a question of some kind that you've been wondering about, that you haven't been able to make a decision about, the answer is yes. All right. So, Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So the energy this week is in your 7th house of partnerships and close relationships, Aquarius. So your self-love is going to be all heart-centered healing. All right. All this Virgo or Venus in Leo heart energy that's coming in right now is really hitting you hard in your partnerships and close relationships. So you're really going to be feeling that. And so it's good to do the love work. All right. The love work, not just for, you know, your marriage or your partnership of whatever, but also on yourself, loving yourself and letting yourself love and receive love. Healing emotions from past hurts, grief, and feeling safe to attach to others in meaningful relationships. You know, feeling your emotions, not just thinking about them, but feeling them and being vulnerable with them and allowing this, you know, this emotional healing energy that's coming through this week that's going to be hitting everybody, but it would be beneficial that when this energy hits you to really let it do its work on you, because, you know, Aquariuses tend to be detached when it comes to building up those relationships. So working on allowing yourself to attach, allowing yourself to do that work in your relationships, and transforming your fears around being vulnerable and open up, sharing your feelings, talking about your feelings, going there, go deep with the ones that you love. You know, if you are in a relationship right now and you have things that you need to talk about and things you need to share, now is the time to do that. All right. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to open up, you know, and transforming your ideas and expectations in and around relationships, you know, so being clear and communicating what it is that you desire, what it is that you expect from the relationship that you're in, you know, and how what you want out of a relationship, you know, and the kind of person that love, you know, just working on that love and attracting love and clearing away fears that you may have around building up those relationships. And your talent and your gifts that are being activated right now for your purpose and your mission is going to be around your uniqueness and your rebelliousness, your ability to be innovative and aspiring, new ways of communicating thoughts and ideas, progressive, promote individually and out of the box thinking. I mean, come on, Aquarius, you are the weirdos, mister. For real, it's like, oh, you said I can't do that, well, now I have to do it because you told me I couldn't. Oh, you said that I couldn't wear white after Labor Day. I'm going to do it. Like anything, any reason for you to rebel or be different or be unique or be strange, you're going to do it because you love that kind of stuff and you love people that also are like that. If you see another weirdo, you're like, oh, there's a weirdo. I love him. You love new ideas, you love new technology, you love progressive thoughts, individuality. And that's why, Aquarius tends to promote new, innovative, and progressive thoughts and ideas. And that's your superpower. That's why you're the humanitarian. That's why you're the activist, because you're like, screw the system. You're like, screw all this. We need change. We need to do something different. This isn't working. You want to rebel and you want to fight and you want to create change and you want things to be new and you want things to be better. So, you can you do things that are like the stereotypical, activist or humanitarian, but also music and art is a great way for Aquariuses to really express themselves artistically, creatively, and to be able to promote those new ideas. You can get creative and be inventive, and everybody's like, oh wow, never saw that done before. Like especially in music, creating new type of music, coming into the genre in a new way, and or even just the music that you're making is promoting those new ideas, promoting that new concept and allowing things to be different. And so dive into that art, dive into that creativity, dive into music, using the power of air to communicate. All right? That is your superpower. But right now, it's all about you working with that love, working with partnerships and relationships, and building up attachments. Allowing yourself to attach to people that love you, allowing yourself to attach, and then detaching from, negativity, detaching from outdated expectations of what you think a relationship is supposed to be like. Your relationship doesn't have to be like what people expect a relationship to be. Maybe you need something fresh and creative, and you need that in your relationship. So communicate that, be vulnerable, express that. And so I'm going to pull a tarot card for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For this week ahead, what messages are coming through for Aquarius? Does Spirit have for Aquarius? And thank you all for watching either later or now, whenever. Ooh, we got 2 cards for you, Aquarius. First one that came out is the Father. Maybe this is a moment for you to, maybe it's bringing up issues with working on a relationship with your father. If you have, history issues with the relationship with your father, healing that part of yourself, if that resonates with you. If you have father issues that, disturb your relationship with your father in one way or another, this would be a good time to heal that relationship. And also, maybe if this is relevant to you, being called to step into that father role, that masculine role, masculine role in your relationship as well. Working on that energy, stepping into that fatherly energy, and finding guidance and healing in that. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with the father, whether teaches you responsibility or expects responsibility, and maybe you feel a sense of responsibility, and the need to be able to provide and protect what is yours and what it is that you're building and the role that you play in your relationship or the relationship that you have with your father. All right, so that could be coming up for you. Let me know if that resonates. And the second card that came out for you, Aquarius, is choice. All right, so you're going to have to make a decision. All right, you're an air sign, and you guys either are really great at making decisions or really terrible at making decisions, but you're at a point in your life where you're going to have to make a choice. All right, you can't just keep, I don't know. You're going to have to make a choice. All right, you're going to have, especially when it comes to your relationships that you're in, you have to choose to, if this is going to work or if it's not going to work, if it's going to happen, if it's not going to happen, because I know Aquariuses do struggle with that detachment and that fear of commitment sometimes, just because they're like, oh, am I going to be vulnerable? And then there's relationships is it hot? Is it cold? Is it yes or is it no? Is it in or is it out? Now's the time to really make the decision and then stand in it and commit to it. If you decide that this is the relationship that you do want to be in, that it is worth fighting for and it's worth sticking it out and it's worth saying, yes, I love you, I'm going to be with you, and you are my soulmate, then show up and be that. All right? And commit to that. And allow yourself to have that attachment to that person in that loving, beautiful, heart-centered space. All right? Allow yourself to have that. But if it's not working and you really been on the fence about it for too long and you still not sure, then maybe it's not it. But you got to come up with a decision. You have to pick a path. You can't just keep sitting on the fence post about it and acting like it'll just whichever way it goes, baby, whichever way it goes. Nope. Now's the time to make a choice. And now's time to commit to that choice. All right. And then an oracle card for Aquarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, or Venus. What messages are coming through for Aquarius for this week? What does Spirit have to say? And also, if you feel like you're not in a relationship where you're not accepted for your weirdness and for your uniqueness and you don't feel appreciated because of who you are, then that could be the message that you're looking for. If you can't be yourself, if you can't be the weirdo, if you can't be the rebellious, unique person, creative person that you are, and you feel restricted, if it's not nourishing you, if it's not supporting you, then that's probably the sign that it's time to make the choice. This is the third time this card's come out. Maria, what are you being called to journey to? You're being called. This is the beginning of the hero's journey, all right? Is that you're on the spiritual work path. You are going towards your destiny. All right, you are a part of building this new world. We need you. We need the innovator. We need, your new brilliant progressive mind to help bring this in. All right. And this is the beginning of your journey, or you are on that journey. You are being called to step up and walk the path towards your destiny, towards your mission, towards your purpose. All right. I mean, it's come out 3 times now. It really is calling a lot of people to the work. The path is opening up for you, and it's all about that choice. It's all about making decision. Decide to follow your path. Listen to the call, that niggling feeling that you're like, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm not listening to it. Listen to it. That's how you're going to know which direction you're supposed to go and what kind of choice you're supposed to make. And last but not least, Pisces. My fellow Pisces. So if you are a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, the energy that's coming in right now is going to be in your 6th house of work environment, health, and routines. So your self-love is going to be all around how you take care of your body. All right. And your health, balancing your work and life routine, doing the work that is a part of the mission, and being in the right work environment. All right. But mainly the self-love is going to be about how you take care of your physical self. All right. Are you being conscious of how you feel? Have you been sick? Do you need to focus on, certain illness, disease, or just what you eat, what you consume? Are you getting enough exercise? Are you struggling with addictions because of our natural need or desire to escape reality? And the stress and anxiety of everything going on around you. Pisces are known for, their escapism things. So what habits and routines and behaviors, that you're stuck on, that is time for you to work on? Pisces, they tend to either be one of 2 ways. You're either overdoing it and overworking yourself, or you don't do it enough, and right now you're being called to focus on taking care of your physical self, taking care of your physical health, and focusing on your daily routines and finding balance in your daily routine and making sure that you're showing up to doing the things that you say that you're going to do. If you say that you're going to exercise to lose weight because you need to, because your health really needs you to be there for your body, so that you can be a healthy person, what kind of, patterns, what kind of routines are you setting yourself up for? Are you setting yourself up for success, or are you setting yourself up for failure? All right. And you're going to be transforming your fears around, sickness and illness and body image issues, struggling with how you see yourself and how you feel in your own body. And, maybe you have fears or are facing, disease, illness, mental illness, struggling with that kind of stuff. And so now you kind of should probably face your fears and go to the doctor and get the answers that you need, get the medicine that you need, get the treatments that you need, get yourself started on the right track to stop neglecting yourself and putting yourself last and putting yourself on the back burner and, just ignoring the warning signs and the check engine lights. You know, maybe your check engine lights have been going off for a really long time and you need to get them looked at. And you're afraid to go because you're afraid of what the answer is going to be. Okay, so stop being afraid of what the answer is going to be and just go get the answers. And they're probably not going to be as bad as you thought that they are, you know, but even so, it's better to address it and better to get on the right track and do what's right for yourself so that you can feel good and so you can be healthy instead of ignoring it and thinking that it's going to just disappear or that it's not really an issue when it really is an issue. You know, if you really are in pain and you really are suffering, you don't have to suffer alone and in silence. You know, and the way you look at yourself, when you look at yourself in the mirror, are you happy with who you see when you look in the mirror, Pisces? Do you have suffered with dysmorphia of some kind where it's like you look in the mirror and you think you're fat when you're not fat? You know, or you're ugly when you're not ugly, you're not happy with this or you're not happy with that, and you're picking yourself apart because you're insecure and you think you're not good enough. So love yourself, love your body, you know, do all of the things that you can possibly think of that's going to make you feel good about yourself, and love yourself and appreciate yourself. All right. And then work on, you know, fears around facing reality and not escaping reality. Those addictions, you know, like alcoholism or, you know, drug addiction or smoking cigarettes or food addiction or whatever, you know, your escapism tactic may be, you know, address it and try and get past that, you know, break the pattern. All right, as well as, you know, like such as self-sabotage and procrastination and job satisfaction. Like, Pisces, come on, the routines that you set up for yourself when you're in your dreamy world, you can see and visualize and imagine what you want your life to be, you know, but at the same time you can't execute it the way you want to execute it. You end up sabotaging yourself in bad behaviors or procrastination through anxiety or worry and stress or sadness, you know, or you just get stuck in the wrong habits and you're like, that sounded like a great idea last night right before I went to bed, but when you wake up in the morning, you can't execute the thoughts that you had before you went to bed. It's like your sleep erased the plans that you made for yourself. You know, so don't give into that mindset, that inner stuff that's stopping you. And like I said, work satisfaction, you know, just like with the Scorpios, you know, struggling with being satisfied with where you work or the job that you're doing or the work that you're doing, okay? So your special talent and gift is your ability to manifest your dreams into reality. You do have that, Pisces. You have some of the most powerful manifesting powers, all right? You have these wonderful intuitive psychic gifts, your connection to spirit, because you are the last sign of the zodiac and your sign is all about life, death, rebirth, connection with spirit and spirituality, because and your ability to dream and imagine and believe in magic, and it flows through you and it's so potent for you. And you know, you for some reason, even when it seems like things aren't going to work out, you just have this magical ability to somehow pull it off and make it through every single time. Even if it wasn't easy, you still made it through. You know, you still somehow figured it out. You always end up getting blessed in the end, you know. And so, and another gift is your unwavering faith, your empathy, your psychic ability, your optimism, your spiritual connection. All right? That's your strength. And you're being called to use that, to tap into that, to become that, because we need in this world people like us, because I'm a Pisces too, but we need people like us to continue to promote the dream. Because, the dream doesn't have to be just a dream. It can be reality. You just have to believe that it can be reality. You have to have faith. And that's one thing that Pisces does have, is faith. They just can't ever let go of the dream. And if the Pisces lets go of the dream, the Pisces dies. The Pisces no longer has anything to live for if it's not living the dream. So the work that you're supposed to be doing in this life is all about your dreams. You're not going to be happy with the work that you're doing if the work that you're doing is not the work you're supposed to be doing. All right? So what's the work you're supposed to be doing? And is your work-life balance support that? Are you manifesting it? Are you bringing it into reality? You can. You can. But maybe you should take care of yourself too. Maybe you've been working so hard on making things happen, because that's kind of the thing that I struggle with too. You work so hard on trying to make the dream happen, forget to take care of yourself. You neglect yourself. You put yourself last. Stop doing that. Put yourself first. Nurture yourself. Fill your cup up, recharge your energy. Make sure that this vessel that your spirit is in good working condition, so that you can continue into the future doing this work for a long period of time. We only have so much time here on this planet. Some people get more than others, some people get less time, but we all have a finite amount of time, and eventually your time going to run out. But if you got a lot of work, a lot of spiritual work, a lot of real work that you have to get accomplished in this life, because you're just here for so much and you got so many things that you have to get done, you're not going to be able to get it done if your vessel, if your body can't live up to it, can't stick around long enough to get it all done. All right? Tapping into that spiritual power that you have will help others, because you're going to show others how to tap into that, and that it's real. That spirit is real. See what messages is coming through this week for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Pisces. What does Spirit have to say? Oh my. You know what? I'm going to reshuffle because like a chunk fell out. And I'm sorry this is taking so long. It always takes long. All right, so you have the 10 of air. This is you, Pisces. This is you standing in your power with your wings. And you know what's interesting about this is because it just came to me. I remember hearing this a while ago about how butterflies can't see their own wings. I don't know how true that is, but they say that butterflies cannot see their own wings. And everybody else can see how beautiful the butterfly is. and go, oh my God, that's such a beautiful butterfly. Butterfly can't even see its own wings, can't see its own beauty. And this is you. These beautiful wings. You can't even see your own beauty. Sorry, I'm trying not to get emotional. It's that energy that's coming in right now. I told you guys the emotional energy is real and it's here. And if you do the work and breathe through it, it's all going to be fine. But it's strong right now. And it's literally reminding you that you do have these big, beautiful wings and everybody looks at you and is like, wow, I wish I could be a big, beautiful butterfly like that. And you're sitting there like, I wish I was a big, beautiful butterfly like that. And you are. All right, Pisces. Let's see what oracle card you have for this week. What messages are coming through for Pisces? Now I got the waterworks. Oh my goodness. I'm a double water sign, triple water sign. My Venus is in Pisces too. It's hard for me to read Pisces because it always hits me so hard. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Of course, Pisces is the oracle. We're the psychics, you know. All water signs are psychic, but kind of think Pisces might be at the top of the list on that one. I'm not sure. Our connection to spirit is very strong. All right. And so is yours, Pisces. Your vibration is rising. You are rising into that light code, activating the light codes, bringing in light codes. You are that pillar of light. And all that powerful Leo, Sun, Venus energy that is being activated, the finger of God activation, is the pillar of light. And it is hitting you right now. It's shining a beam on you. And it's saying, hey, be a pillar of light for others. So that people can see you and see the direction that we're supposed to be heading. Pillar of light is kind of like a searchlight, or, you know, like a, hey, over here. That's you leading others into the light in the right direction. Shining in pure alignment. Look at the aura. It's kind of hard to see. It's like she's rising up, and then her aura, her Merkaba is fully activated, fully in alignment. It's like a starseed in her little Merkaba spaceship, ready to shoot off into the next dimension. Because your vibration is rising. And you are speaking prophecy, you're speaking truth. And so stand in that and know that the work that you're doing is true healing work. And it's not just healing you, you are healing the consciousness of the collective. The work that you are doing is bigger than yourself, and you know that. All right. Now we've gone through all 12 signs. You can see the energy that's coming in this week. I hope that these messages resonated with you. Thank you for coming back and watching part 2 since I lost power and had to come back after part 1. I know this has been really, really long, and I appreciate every single one of you beautiful souls that are watching now or later. And I hope that I'm helping. I hope that this is all resonating with you. And I hope that this week is just a big, beautiful, transformational, activating week for you. And I'm really excited, and I'm hoping that, this week I'll come out with another video, but if not, I know for sure that I will be here again next Sunday for Sunday Soul Set. And I hope that you guys come back and see me again, and we continue doing this amazing work that we are doing here together. And if you like what I'm doing, if you want to see more of what I'm doing, or if you want to connect with me, you can find all of my links to, my website, my email, my Facebook, my Instagram, all that stuff down in the description of video 1. All right, because I didn't retype it for this video, but if you go back to Sunday Soul Set, July 23rd, 2023, that part 1, it'll be in the description, and you'll be able to find all my links. You'll be able to follow me and contact me if you want to work with me, if you want to book, a healing session or a coaching session, or you want a private tarot reading. Please just connect with me and we will work together. And yeah, so anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I appreciate everything you do. And I will see you again next week. Bye.